What's up, people lovers? Double Cup, a tournament where you always start with multiple town centers. We are in the winner bracket quarterfinals. The Viper against Vinchester. Let's just jump into the action. We're trying to catch up, and the map is called Enemy Island. You basically can think of this as Team Islands, but you are starting on the opponent's island as well, as you can see on the minimap there. And I quickly try to add the banner here as well. Let me see if I find a proper one. Image? Maybe you? Yeah, you look promising. Resurgence logo. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That shows you how long I've not been casting. Welcome. Tournament hosted by Yodel. Let me quickly take a look at the prize pool as well. Double Cup tournament prize pool is sitting at $500 strong at the moment. So, relatively speaking, more of streaming content, not a major, but certainly lots of big signups here. We have seen Jordan dropping out already really early. Tato and Bra are in the other quarterfinals. ACCM Dark happened there. Sito is through as well, and Dragonstar, Vivi. Lots of big names in this tournament. Lots of prestige still. This is the third iteration of this format, and we are still trying to catch up to the live game. That's why we are a bit faster here in Dark Age. Gambling indeed an option right now on Twitch. Okay, and we have a triple dock opening here for Vinchester next to each other. The Viper plays double dock here, third dock in that area. So it seems like massive amount of fighting here in the center. We're 10 minutes in. Villager counts are obviously pretty damn high. Viper finds a villager, but villager kill obviously not the most important thing. Denying the dock there is the major factor. Vinchester with Italians, cheaper up times, and getting up cheaper could help him quite a bit, plus the cheaper attacks. Viper with faster attacking fire galleys, one of the major things. Finds another villager kill here at the top, and the main fight is for the water, as we can see. Lots of deep fish here to be contested. Trying to micro a bit more here, and feels like Viper is having the slight advantage, is going with some more repairs. Will find another kill. Viper with the slight advantage. Now Demo is flying in from both sides. Hill advantage here for Vinchester. Viper tries to micro away from that. And yeah, hill advantages are a thing on water. Obviously it doesn't really happen in a lot of standard maps. Good Demo. And this now should be... oh, good return Demo though by Vinchester. Viper really low on HP. Needs to go for some repair. And we are continuing to go for more fire galleys. The Viper even queuing up some fishing ships here. Feels like he won. That is quite an ambitious move here, I would think. Squeezes some out there. Villager-wise, we are 14 workers ahead. How is that happening? Vinchester, massive idle TC time. And we are live. Holy moly, how is that a thing? Viper was so much smoother there. Ooh. Hidden Pixiv, no repeat is the rule, so there's no draft of civilizations. Viper finds quite some kills, and this looks really good for him to potentially win game 1. Massive villager advantage, also one water, will be up to Castle Age faster, and Byzantines just felt really strong here. Now some juggling here for Vinchester, still heavily trying to contest the water, but will be a really tricky one. Viper now rushing out the market, needed the second building, as we can see. Only one fully filled hut there, and the stable by the Viper as well. It's not unlikely that knights could be added in here as well. Some reboom at the top for Vinchester, who's still playing with 5 docks in the center. Interesting move. Viper tries to wall himself off here. I think this might be... I don't see a single unit on the other side, so doesn't look like shore land, just clear water. Although, no, you can walk over there. with villager, apparently. Oh, and that makes it even more tricky. That makes knights even better. This stable now, you can raid the bottom, you can go to the top as well. And Vinchester should be in quite some problems for sure. Now next engagement, Vinchester still invests a lot into trying to retake water. We are now at 9 fire galleys against the 13 of Vinch. More on the queue, demos as well. And this is a fight Viper might win, but against the hill advantage, maybe not a fight he wants to take. Disengages, knows that he will be up to Castle Age a bit earlier. And Vinchester will reclaim that area and should maybe even think about a score lead before the Viper reaches Castle Age. And then it could get really ugly for Vinch. Needs to have some wild walls. Now blacksmith was needed as well for the second building. And we have a solid 2 minutes 10 seconds delta of Castle Age times. More outposts here by the Viper. Takes some more fights. Double stable. Now up. And going to be a tricky thing. Population really close. Vinchester, he somehow needs to find a defense. Now heavily goes onto stone. Obviously defensive castles could help out quite nicely. Viper even adds town centers. Not happy with his already 72 villagers. Goes for fletching. That's a bit of a surprising tech to me. Monastery to defend against potential knight raids. More knights are coming over, and Viper, I'm not even sure what his vision is. Oh, never scouted this area. Has some idea of this area. We'll find some more fights. This one looks like a good one for him as well. Vinchester needs to disengage. First knights are coming in. More vision for the Viper. Winning this one here is Vinch. Hill advantage, number advantage. Demo could find some connection. And it's so wild. Everywhere I look, there are big fights. Fletching cancelled? Oh yeah, true. But really late, right? Really late cancel. Oh, this could be another good connection. Feels like every time I look somewhere, something is actually happening. Ooh. First knights arriving, villagers on stone can be rest quite a bit, and yeah, they are arriving. And Viper actually needs the +1 attack, slicing a villager in 4 hits instead of 5 then. Oh, this could be some big demo hits here. No demos, simply no demo from Vinchester, and he still isn't upgrading. Oh, he has the upgrade probably queued behind one of his dogs. No, yeah. Behind a fire galley, therefore it's way longer than he would anticipate upgrade wise. Viper takes the hill and takes a massive population lead. Defensive castle here will be built. Knights, they can just go to the top though and try to rest there. Maybe with the transporter if needed. Viper looks pretty solid. Now heavily goes into stone as well. I don't even know. Cataphracts should be performing pretty well against Genoese crossbowmen, right? Yeah. Should be. Neglecting the anti-cavalry attack bonus. But knights obviously won't do too much more anymore. Viper solid 20 worker lead right now, but Vinchester is adding more fishing ships. Still contesting the center. Why would they be good against? Cataphracts have an anti... Ooh, look at that beauty. Basically they have an armor that works against units that have attack bonus against cavalry. So camel, pikemen, for example, are really poor against cataphracts. Because, well, simply not that efficient. Catas negate Genoese bonus. That's what I'm thinking, yeah. We can look it up in between games. I can show you the exact statistics there. Viper score is a little bit covered by the double cup icon. Oh, okay. Then we move it a bit higher. And now the Arbalest switch coming in for the Viper. Actually, lead skirm opening. That's a bit surprising to me. Goes for that, but more archer rangers here for sure. I heard another demo connecting. Viper still in the center. Where is he building his castle? That's a big question mark to me. Something like here could make lots of sense. Or just try to defend his own home base. Could make a lot of sense as well. I know if I bonus attack up to 12, 16 normal. Yeah. And Viper builds the castle on the hill. More knights out. Skirms moving forward. Ballistics on the way here. And Genoese, they easily kill those knights, as we can see. Like, damage output is absolutely crazy. But that won't work against the cutters. Skirms around. Ballistics still some time away. More archer rangers being added. So goes for 6 in total. Viper even adds some fishing ships himself. Not really contesting this thing at the top. And Vinchester. I think maybe getting to condos would be the dream, but still then. What are you doing against cutters? If Viper dominating water so much, why no 2 times fishing ships and take advantage of it? Well, pretty tricky, right? It's not like he clearly won everything on water. It was more a win on land as well. And where would he fish? Like, he is adding some now, but that was just only now an option. I think the major factor in this game was... Look at this. I think even a bit further in there, right? Vinchester being behind by a solid 14 villagers at this point of the game. Just due to idle PTC time. Put everything on wood and gold. 3 on berries only. Fishing ships were pushed away, sniped, harassed. That redog at the top took some time to pay off. While Viper was sitting with 4 on berries here, 5 here, and a lot of farms. So pretty damn crazy how Viper could contest water. And that's the power of Byzantines. G to the G. Viper takes game 1. Really well played. Oh, okay. We are jumping into this one. Vinchester again in purple, spawning in the west and south. While Viper took north and east for himself. Seems to be a very water intense map. Byzantines look to be strong here as well, I would believe. How many starting resources do we have? Looks like 5 buffaloes, kind of, or 2 sheep, 4 buffaloes, 4 deer, 1 elephant. Per island. And not a lot of woods, so we need to expand. We need to get to those wood lines and then probably migrate towards the center. The only spot where it seems to be... Ooh. So we have those gold islands that we need to expand to. And then we have stone in the center. We have 2 tiles each on our home island. So it's armor against units that counter mounted units, not armor versus mounted units. Yep. As I said, not intuitive. I like Byzantines on the other map more because the distance was lower, so fire galleys are better. Here feels like galleys are an option. I don't think galleys are going to be an option here. Typically, galleys need a lot of micro, a lot of attention, and those maps are so wild. So something that doesn't need a lot of micro becomes better. For example, units like knights, units like fire galleys, units like hussars become better than the slower micro-intense units. It's no repeat civ, indeed, but for the player. So Viper had Byzantines before, so he's not allowed to pick Byzantines. Vinchester didn't have Byzantines, so he's allowed to pick Byzantines. So yeah, no repeats, but for yourself. Demos on gold? Yeah, that could be an option here. You can't build any town centers. Maybe if Viper pulls his fish over to the one island, so he can focus on small area and micro. Even then, well, you need to transport your villagers away, right? This is like one of the most micro-intense things here as well. That you constantly need to get villagers over to the other side every like 2.5 minutes. And actually on both. So I wouldn't be surprised if people need to go for a second transporter here. This is really ugly to play, I believe. First dog out on both sides. Viper a tiny bit earlier, but more idle to see out of him. You start with 2 transporters. I only see... Oh yeah. Okay. That makes lots of sense then. I just didn't see a lot of dots moving on the minimap. Second dog now over here. Now I'm imagining double houseboat. Yeah. It's not too far off from the concept, right? Interesting how little deer Vinchester pushed. Is he missing a second building? No, he isn't. What am I talking about? Heavily goes on shorefish here. Hallelujah. This is a fast castle play, no? Vinchester plays fast castle here. This is... Yeah, he will build fire galley. But... Ooh, hello. Even redocking at the front. Shorter distance. Trying to punish a potential fire galley opening. Ooh. This is really good, I believe. This is really good. Viper's second dock really late. 4 fishing ships. How is he building that many outposts? Oh boy. Feels like Vinchester's opening is just so much cleaner. Viper up to feudal age a bit faster, but doesn't matter too much. And seems like Viper should be opening galley, indeed. I think this should get punished. What? Sea tower? What? What's happening here? Okay. Seems like Vinchester's a bit more prepared than I am. So you can apparently build sea towers. And Viper might be surprised by this. Sea tower, 7 damage output. Okay. This will be tricky. And Vinchester, as we said, like flies to castle age as well. The Viper, I think he was housed, squeezed in wheelbarrow. Obviously something you don't really want that early. Doesn't have a mill. Ah, he does have a mill. Oh, slipping with mackerel. Oh, I really like the chances here. Vinchester, oh god, he comes prepared. Look at how much... How many outposts he built. How much control he gets. Wouldn't be surprised if he sends some villagers on stone as well. Oh, this is a wild one. 25-25. Oh, I think I want that confirmed by Koyodl. Now another dock. And Viper thinks he needs to walk, like he needs to reland. He could have just walked. Fishing ship down. Another dock here. And we should be up to castle age pretty soon, Vinchester. And Viper in big problems. This looks like... Oh, and you can't even go that deep in here. Ay. Viper is up to castle age. Vinch, a bit late with the market. Tries to rush that one out now. But still has so much control. If we take a look at map control here. Look at where Vinch is. And how much he is controlling. He is in Viper's face. While Viper on the other side, he is just so limited. He has like 15% of the map, it feels like. Finds one kill, but as I mentioned earlier, it's so tough to micro for him. Like, the constant micro will just be ugly, and it's just guaranteed that he will slip up at one point. Some more harassments. Can micro this area quite nice. He had 120 stone, then 95. Now 70, 25 stone would add up. Okay, okay. But only 25 wood with it as well. I'm pretty sure Viper has never played against this strategy before. Even Dolphin's getting entertained. We're just saved. And now defensive towers. And Viper, I think, feels like, okay, if I get to enough galleys, I have a shot. But honestly, like Vinch, he should just get fletching as well, get ballistics, and then Viper will struggle to ever move out here, I believe. If you corner a snake, you might get bitten. Don't think you will be too scared of that. Now tower's constantly shooting, so microing against this becomes more tricky as well. And Viper, he dives. He knows he needs to make something happen. Maybe wants to sit under this tower. Would be tricky against potential demos though. Upgrades are coming in. Fletching for the towers. War galley upgrade. And Viper dives. And this is what I'm saying, right? So many small fights. Just so easy to take. Wood upgrade on the late side for the Viper. Hand card already. Pretty surprised if that is properly paying off. Vinchester gets some center control behind us as well. Finds a transporter though. -4 wills. Good for the Viper. Keeps himself competitive here. Farm upgrade is flying in. Second wood upgrade is coming in. So eco upgrades. Viper heavily ahead. Soon 5 eco upgrades against only 2. More villager killed behind this as well. But the harassment at the front. That's where Viper might struggle. He's now going for some fires against this himself. Some defensive towers going with it. The Dolphins are just going wild here. Viper pretty space efficient with his island, but still he needs to continue landing, right? We need to get over in this area. And this is now the tricky part here. That's what I said. Constant harassment. I don't even know. Okay. Get some army out here. But can you really micro all ends? Viper obviously got at that, but I don't see the option. You're now getting cornered. This army is dead. And then your transition isn't that pretty. Down to 7 war galleys pretty soon. Goes for the second farm upgrade. Oh boy, the greed out of this one. Is he going full fires himself now? Realizing how the map is shaped? No, continues to go for a mix there. This is all cleared up. Villager whites. Viper with a slight advantage. Basically the one from the killed transporter. "23 fires on the field. And continuing to build up. Still all the map control in the world. All the vision. Way more wood control here as well. Viper, I think he needs to expand. And yeah, goes for a pause here. Maybe shortly before big engagement. Only 2 towers there for the defense. That won't be an easy hold for the Viper. Vinchester just diving in.
Yes.
Viper needed a strategic pause here. Goes for Town Watch now. Tries to micro against this, but the wraparound is coming. No demos either. Viper, that's a misplay here. And now the big surround. Viper in a lot of problems here. And now only queues the demos. Way too late here for my taste. Just imagine 2-3 demos popping. But this one is a good one for Vinchester. Viper tries to buy himself some stone, but I think those fires can't even get there, right? Oh, so that's becoming really tricky. Viper has to cancel. Goes back, tries to save the villager. And that's not even an option. Can he jump into the tower? I don't even know. Viper has a lot of resources. Could think about imping here. But Vinchester's economy obviously not too bad either with 31 on food. Maybe could put some more villagers on gold. Might just be landing over this area. Tries to fortify a bit more. Some more towers. Even the castle in the center. Trying to control the gold. And that's the only gold Viper can really contest, right? That's the only gold he has. This one is gone. This one, we are sitting at 1400 gold left. And Viper tries to go for the big redock. Landing stopped here again. And Vinchester has to be happy how game 2 went and how he prepared for this. Is it started the relic map or mod related? This is my own mod. Sometimes it's easier to see the relics behind buildings then. So that's why I went for it. Haha, sneaky builds. Can you build here? That obviously would be nice for the Viper. Greek fire would be nice. Yeah, indeed. We're far away from it though. Extra range for Byzantine's fire ships. Making it, I think, 3.5 instead of 2.5. Kind of weird how the range works there as well. And Viper goes for the castle. Quite ambitious with only 3 villages. Could easily see a cataphracts coming out, and indeed, Viper will need to make some quick wall magic happen. If he actually looks. If anything is happening on water, this one is kind of dead. And Vinch, what is happening here? You are seeing... Oh, he's not seeing it! Second cataphracts coming. Still not... Okay, now he sees it. Viper, is he quick walling against this? Seems like a no. One cataphracts from the top, one from the bottom. Overchop potential here. But Viper resigns before this one. GG. And Vinchester just came incredibly prepared in this one. The early towers, the faster fires. And Viper tried to go for galleys. I think a strategic question can be put on the Vipers. And there, strategy 7 out of 10 for sure. Yeah, obviously lots of knowledge about the map there for Vinchester compared to the Viper. And we go into an even game 3. So many op maps in this tournament seems very difficult to prepare. Well, I'm pretty sure that you can find notes about sea towers on this map somewhere. I don't think they're throwing in players without explaining the map. I'm really sure. Statistics. KD obviously way better for Vinchester. Resources were pretty even because Viper got so many upgrades, but obviously had to invest into all of those as well. Where do we have line? Ooh, actually that's pretty different. Uh-huh. I rarely use those. Interesting. More villagers there for Vinch in the end. Not a big thing. And APM. Obviously irrelevant. So let's take a look at the... I think there is no handbook for this, right? But if we look on Coral Islands... Migration type map. Players start with some resources on islands in the corner of the map with 3 villagers. A scouted transport ship. But soon they have to migrate to islands in the middle of the map, which are connected by shallows and have lots of gold, wood and stone. Sea towers can be built on shallows. 25 wood, 25 stone. Viper not checking Wikipedia. And gets punished for it. A fair world. Hindustani Lithuanians. Interesting. 40 sea start. Hallelujah. Oh boy, 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 oh boy. So this is pizza 4 seasons apparently. We have the formaggi at the bottom. Oh no, that's tonno. Pizza tonno at the bottom. Then pizza Berlusconi at the top. And then we have pizza... I don't even know. And the one with stone. So basically, stone in the west, gold in the east, food in the north, and wooden food / deep fish at the bottom. So these should be working pretty nicely. Remember that Hindustanis, although they are the old Indians, don't get faster food income. Huh. Stone is mushroom colored? Okay. Then let's go for pizza fungi, pizza Berlusconi, pizza tonno, and what is yellow? Hawaii. Pizza Hawaii. Right? Yeah. Guys, do you know Pizza Berlusconi? And the story behind it? There was Berlusconi, obviously Italian Prime Minister, saying that no one else can make proper pizza except Italians. And then I think some Scandinavian country, let's just for the sake of the stories say Norway, made a pizza Berlusconi with reindeer meat. And 1 year later it won World Pizza Award against all Italian other pizzas. Pizza Berlusconi. Something like that. Maybe I'm not 100% accurate, but yeah, a reindeer meat pizza got really, really famous because of him. My girlfriend says, super important question. Is there tomato sauce on the banana pizza? Yes. I've actually had it last week. Last Tuesday, I had banana pizza. 60 wills, minute 6? Yeah. And people think Warlords is sped up. Is it the version with ham? What? On which pizza will you see aggression? I think the one with stone should generate the least aggression. Because people will just kind of be incentivized to just build a defensive castle if they need to. That's how human brains works, right? I think this is really easy to raid, and this one should be the easiest one to raid, toughest to wall. So I would assume the north. Yeah. We'll see an over under 12 castle. I think it should be an under 12 minute castle from VIPER. Vinchester struggling a bit, I believe. And VIPER with more idle TC. So the extra 150 food, I'm not sure how much that will actually work. Oh, dogs here. Hello. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. I didn't even think of that. Ooh. Ooh. What? Horse! Horse Walden! Horse outside. Oh, actually it's horse inside. Demo, please? Not unlikely. Could be really big demos. Okay, militia at the top. Don't think we will see it rush. 40 on food. Dave would love this map, would he? Oh yeah, we're going demos. Oh boys, we are going demos. Rubber bandits? I actually performed rubber bandits once. Yeah. That's
Wish you a nice day.
another story. Puzzles, thank you. Okay, stable at the top. Kind of what we expected. Demos over here. Not what we expected, but what we like to see. Triple dock over here now. Ay. First demo connection could be good. Villager around. 3 demos. Okay. 3 fishing ships. And Viper, does he take another one? Okay, takes 2 down. Not cost efficient at all. Spearman over here. 1 barracks. Viper is walled off. Tight base at the bottom. Same goes for Vinchester. Expanding there is not needed. And Viper, he's not going for the stable approach. While Vinchester should get up to Castle Age earlier. Next round of demos. Oh, horses down. Oh, yo, I'm getting scared. Demo tries to sneak through. Gets 2 maybe. How many does he get? 2 only. So far, underwhelming demos by the Viper. And loses some of his own villagers. Goes for more demos here. Vinch on the way to Castle Age with 104 villagers. I think Hindustani are quite a nice pick here. Don't we think so? You're building a lot of villages.
Neelalul.
But how many builds have we built? Is it like 94 villages already? And we are constantly saving food. That's pretty significant boost early on. Did we get another demo kill here? 5 in total. Seems like no. No dead bodies at least. Oh, this could be it. This could be it. Demo could be coming in. And oh boy. Give me 3. But another villager lost. Viper is like... Not making it too easy on himself either. Viper. Up to Castle Age. But that is a lots of stone. Oh yeah, and there we see the drop castle forward. Viper, where is he going? Okay, he's going to Castle Age here. Vinchester on the other side went for the stone town center. And this could be a drop castle pretty soon. Where are we building it? Goes for the outpost first. Does he have an idea of this map? Okay, we have some scouting. Demos coming in. Uh-oh, this could be payback time. Okay, towers here. Enough stone walls behind as well. Castle. Not the greatest spot, I have to say. And Gulam should be really good. Oh, Gulam should be really good. And another castle over here. Viper will be pressured quite a bit. Oh, this will be tricky for him, I believe. TC helping out with the defense. Lithuanians. I wouldn't be surprised if Viper gets defensive castle up and goes for the ranged upgrades. How is it called? Hill forts, maybe? For town centers? Simply because town centers are such a big part of this whole map. Well, more camels are finding raids though. Pikeman defense, still not pretty. And Gulam raid should be really ugly here for the Viper. He was building a defensive castle. Vinchester, that's going to be a tricky one. Builds it with 7. Viper builds it with 35. And Vinchester gives up. He retreats from this area, builds the castle a bit more defensively. Viper gives up water in this area. Prays that his defensive town centers will do the job. What a weird castle spot by the Viper here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Probably wants to get some more control over the stone area. Now goes for pikemen. Needs to defend the top. Monastery behind this as well. Relic seems like 2 at the left. And then only 1 everywhere else. Viper's struggling a bit here with the defense. Might need to go for some repair with this main town center. Soon evacuating. Okay. Or not evacuating. Goes for the repair first. It's being pushed out. Lighters are trying to push back the villagers. Which are killed. 16 to 9. Not relevant in the numbers that we are seeing here. Maybe even some demos. Could be an option. Viper, will you lose those builds? Seems like some more losses plus lots of idols. Worker efficiency better for Vinch. Pikeman now pushing back here. Maybe denying this castle. Obviously it's tricky to spot all lands. And yeah, that's enough villagers pulled, I believe. Pikeman damage output against wilds. Not the craziest thing ever with 4. And therefore it's basically like a militia can maybe kill 1-2 wilds, but the castle will go up without any big problems. And TC goes down. Viper tries to create a new spot for himself to save his villagers. Maybe the fires can go under there. Lots of aggression here, and Viper floats quite some wood. More raids in the back. Viper goes for the double conversion. Seems like he will defend this one quite easily, but the castle on the Pizza Berlusconi got up. The Astonishing TC's unique tech is the Malian one. Yeah, I meant the one with +2 range, not the one with auto shooting town centers. Aye. Viper still with lots of idols. Looks at pop 150, but how is he scaling as well? Oh, interesting tower there. Tries to block that wood line. Obviously not really important. And Vinch, he loves to go for some rice farms here in the back. Still has all the control in the world. Viper could maybe get some more raids in. Although demo connections won't be that pretty, except maybe at that spot. Camel could win against the lighters here. No, not really. Viper got 2 relics for himself, though. Okay, that's nice. Still floating lots and lots of wood. Hallelujah. Really needs to use the market. Wood price. Can sell still at a reasonable rate, I would think. But now Gulams are coming in. Oh, this is ugly for the Viper. 3rd castle on the 3rd pizza piece. Defensive castle for the Viper. Bought himself the stone. Sends lots of villagers. Wouldn't be surprised if he deletes the barracks here just to get more villagers working. Uh-oh, traffic jam. Traffic jam. Oh, that means that Vinchester again has to delete. Okay. So gets it up in time. But Vinchester, he is up on the way to Imperial Age while the Viper commits to deeper Castle Age, as we can see. More lighters. And he overbooms so heavily, the Viper. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. 12 more wilds in the queue. After we had 150. Yeah, it's obviously really intuitive to continue building villages. But we are in numbers where we really don't want to add more wilds. I think a faster aim timing would work so much better for the Viper here. How do you not overboom on this map? Yeah, it's very, very easy to overboom. Very easy to do too few eco upgrades. Viper now bought some food. Went for the Bowsaur upgrade. A bit of a surprise to me. I think imping felt really natural. Grand Trunk Road, is that Hindustani? More gold income, right? 10% more gold income from all sources. I will resign once Vinch hits imp. Let's see about that. Wouldn't feel like an unreasonable timing. Viper probably will look at his population and think, well, I'm still looking okay. I got lighters, I got 2 TCs, I'm on the way to Imperial Age as well. But certainly he will lose Fungi. It's not looking great that he can hold Berlusconi. He's pretty much pushed away at Tono. And Pizza Hawaii. He looks the best. And that's neutral. So if you're losing on 3 pizza pieces and 1 is neutral, not looking too hot for you for sure. Look at the resources Vinchester has once he reaches imp. Yeah, he's not clicking anything. Okay, heavy camel. Chain bonding armor. This, by the way, is the spot where you play double blacksmith. Just double down, get those upgrades a bit quicker. Could make so much sense. Also, upgrades on water can still be a thing. Not sure how many demos we need to kill that gate. Could be quite some harassment there. Another castle could be denied. Viper goes for handcart. And now more barracks here. But Gulam, still an option. A lot of demos, they do little damage to buildings. Okay. So where are we imping here? Okay, the safe town center. Love that. Light is blocking off those villagers. Wouldn't be surprised if Vinch thinks, oh no, I'm losing 5 builds. I should queue up again. Goes for camels. Light is converted here. And we're only 30 seconds away from Viper reaching him as well. Elite Gulam are getting tagged. 70 villagers on food. Or 70 workers on food. Not sure if he still has fishing ships. Doesn't look like it. Viper defensive castle. Tries to defend. But this obviously is a pretty ugly scenario for him. Pikemen here for the defense should be fine against the camels. But Elite Gulam should dominate. A bit surprised that we only see 1 on the field. Could easily justify going for some more. And yeah, those lighters, they are just melting. Only 2 armor. And Viper has to tap this one out. Vinchester takes the 2-1 lead here against the Viper. Looking pretty damn hot. Obviously, very well prepared on those maps. Whew. Viper back against the wall. On so many, yeah, literally even in some of those corners. How long would that map go if it's split? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's horrible, right? This map can actually have like, you win 2 corners and they win 2 corners. And then we're chopping through. Oh yeah, this can be a 2-hour map as well. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Obviously, if you're 3-1, it's over. But also 2-2, like 1 player won't have stone, 1 player won't have gold. Well, you still have some gold spots on the non-gold areas, right? This obviously will become least important because it's mainly food and you can get food from farms. So probably if it's a 2-2 split, I would assume the one that won the top loses. That would be my assumption. And the one that wins this has the best chances. Although this is food as well, right? Okay, then I will say who wins this one wins if it's a 2-2 split. Bottom's also only food? Yeah, and some gold. Yeah. It's the same, yeah. So I think if it's a 2-2 split, this end wins. That's a crazy, crazy map. I really like it on a strategic standpoint. I think it could get really repetitive. Stone is way too important. Well, if you only have stone but don't have gold, you can't do much, my friend. It's not like you can get control over strategic areas of the map. If it's Michi style. It was submitted for MS Cup 1. Okay. 3-1 corner, you only have the gold corner. I think you're dead. Yeah. You can buy stone with gold. The other one can sell stone. Yeah. Poles could be a good pick. Oh yeah, I can see that. Although farming is ugly on this map. But getting all the stone is nice. Yeah. 4 quarters and team game would be 4-1v1. I don't know. I don't think you can have a player play on the gold area. Right? They have to play like Tute and farms then. I think it's a map that only works in 1v1 exclusively. This is a nice map to play co-op 4v4. Yeah. Oh yeah, 4v4 co-op there. Oh. I like that one. Double Huangshan. Okay. Hindustanis for the Viper now. Needs 2 wins in a row to not drop down to the losers bracket. So let's try to understand the map. 2 town centers here to start. We have something that seems to be visual. I don't think this has an effect. Relics in the corner. Quite some hills. I would assume this stony area is not wallable. So walls here won't make too much sense. So feels like a ring forest with different design. That's how I would call it. 2 relics guaranteed. Franks being picked here. Okay, well we have 3 berry bushes. Some elephants. Huh, interesting. Frank struggle hard against Hindustanis? Yeah. Viper certainly with an advantage there in the Civ matchup department. Vinch, I think he needs to play this really aggressively. And as we said earlier, knights are way better on multi-TC maps because you don't need to constantly micro them. And I think if you want to break Hindustanis, it kind of has to be knight crossbow. Someone put 100k on Viper. Oh, lots of chips to be gained if you want to hope for Vinch. Don't think it's the greatest payoff there. Who bet 100k points? Giga chat, yeah. Tsushine. Oh! I think Tsushine was the biggest gambling winner in Red Bull 5. I think he made like... I think he sent me a screenshot of like that he made 1.6 million points or something. And even got a copy of AoE 4 because of it. Something like that. I was a big Viper fanboy. For some people who didn't know, Viper even slept at Shine's place once. So they are great friends. Even practice partners. They go back quite some time. Kappas are appropriate. Kappa prides. Practice 4DM. Yes. I think Shine practice with Viper, Cap and me. I would say maybe like 80 games, 80 2v2s. Just for Cap to forget to queue units. And they lost in 8 minutes or something. Was this before or after Viper slept in Jordan's bed? Jordan might be getting jealous. I think before and after. Can you explain the map? Well, we are figuring it out together, right? Double cup just means multiple TCs. There are lots of different versions. And this one simply has 2 TCs. I think most maps have 2 TCs. 4TC one was a wild one, but I liked the design quite a bit. Can you full war in the middle? I would assume no. I think this rocky area likely to be not able to be used. So both with similar idle TC time. And where are we transitioning now? Goes for the barracks here. Vinchester way lower on the resource department. Interesting. There's 2 more Vills queued, but still, Viper looking solid. Viper's not on gold though. Oh no. Oh no. Don't tell me Viper. Okay. For a small moment I thought Viper is trying to scout rush. Scout rush typically not paying off in double TC games. Because even if you kill like 5-6 villagers, the opponent, if they get to castle age a minute earlier, the pendulum just swings back so heavily. And yeah, it seems like Vinch is actually going scouts. He's not going onto gold. Double scout here. Elephant goes back. Oh. Gets this one. Wanted to gate behind. And gets the proper elephant. Oh, that was mastered quite nicely by the Viper. Lots of HP lost here. One scout down. 4 HP for the other one. And we are going stable blacksmith. Keeps the skull open. I'm a bit surprised. I think stable here could have made more sense. Just to help out your bottom one a bit more. Oh, some harassment here for the Viper. Will he find the kill? Seems like Yoinkerino. Indeed he does. Gets out of there with lots of HP. And scouts pretty late for Vinch. Is he not on gold? What is happening here? Ay. It feels like Vinch forgot to go onto gold. It's kind of the only explanation that I have for the situation that we are in now. How can you be floating 800 food? Please don't tell me you're queuing 5 scouts now. Okay, queues 2. This feels so weird to me. Okay, Viper waltzes gold. Oh god, do I hate that this is so close. Because this villager now will go here and then walk the whole way around again. Maybe market for Vinch. Now heavily onto gold. Okay, Viper up. And getting eco upgrades. This looks really good for the snake. Extra town center probably on stone. Oh yeah, that seems to be a good extra town center spot. Like here. Obviously camels not the crazy killers. And Vinch, he might make something happen. Ooh. If he wanted to play like a knight pikeman aggression. Hindustani struggle against that a bit. Castle on those choke points could be nice. Yeah, castle here is just so good. Agreed. That's why I want to see the first town center at the stone. Like, this is the town center I want to see, probably. Okay, Viper walls everything. Those berries are still open. Maybe 1 to spearman could be nice. In the settings, if you play humans, can you place 1 or 2 extra town centers? I would assume it is only 1 extra town center. Simply like how the game is scripted, right? CA could be nice for Viper. Yeah, I can see that. But still, same problem, right? Micro-intense CA. Something you typically want to avoid on double TC maps. Because you have to look at so many different spots. Like, strength of units goes up. Micro abilities of units goes down. The more town centers you have. And the more areas you have to focus on. But yeah, typically against Knight Pike, CA are an absolutely reasonable option. I agree with that. Monastery weirdly placed in the back here. 1 relic there, 2nd relic there. Both options. Overchop potential here. 87. 2 scouts around, trying to find some damage. 1 spearman actually pulled away because the 2 scouts were spotted. Camel for the defense there, and Camel's coming in. Obviously, Camel's not the craziest raiding unit. Speed upgrade already flying in. And Viper, no more Camels in the queue. Thinks about, okay, I don't think I can do too much damage. Queuing up more villagers is the most important thing. And maybe goes for the stone TC in the back here. Would love that as well. Nice one. So goes for TCs at the bottom, monks at the top for the defense as options. And we have lots of spearmen, soon to be pikemen on the field. Wouldn't hate to see a forward siege workshop then. Vinch goes for the extra town center as well. Obviously players going for quite high idle town centers. Not much you can do about that. Yeah, and Will's being pulled. Now heavily going into stone. Big question mark, where are we building our castle though? Here could make lots of sense. Here could make lots of sense as well. In the choke point. Just feels very natural. Oh, look at Viper saving all those camels. Bloodline's now finished as well. Didn't want to build the house, didn't really want to block his gold here. And just finishes the wood and then goes back onto gold. Monks for the defense, camels for the defense. Looks pretty good. And that's why I said pikemen are now coming over. And that's why we need siege. Sanctity even coming in for 3 monks. That's quite ambitious. Finds a conversion. And this is the main story. Right, Viper 8 on stone. If he gets a defensive castle up here, he will be really, really happy with the situation. Eco upgrades, 4 against 3. More pikemen in the queue. 4 town centers for Vinch, 4 town centers for the Viper. So even in that regard. Did he not pick up the relic? Could he not? Vinch can almost place a castle already. Oh yeah, seems like he will be controlling his main gold. I actually wouldn't mind to see a very aggressive castle. 7 pikemen against 8 camels. Viper does not want to take this fight. Is it a wild castle? Goes another pikeman. Bought some food here. This will be a big question mark. The thing is, if Vinch builds the castle here, Viper can just easily build a counter castle to it. Or can he? Okay, castle being dropped. Gives you a lot of control. Viper now sends villagers over here. Sees the pikeman. Camerade going in. Takes the fight against small numbers of pikes. Castle will be replaced. Viper drops his market. Wanted to block this area. And Viper, he does not have a market or what? Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if now the market is being rushed with like 15 builds somewhere. Yeah. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. With 8. Missteps were made. Just imagine Viper having enough stone. He could have easily planted the castle here with like 15 builds himself. So Vinch will get nice control over the gold. Will block some farms. Lovely move. Viper a bit late on the stone conversion there. Did we collect the 1 relic here? Yep, we did. What's the play by the Viper? Defensive castle here could make sense. Now should get back onto it. And Vinch, he can build another castle though. Viper can imp. Oh, hello. Okay, that's one that I really like. And Viper, he should spam some buildings here. Goes for some conversion. Pike around villagers. I think that's the moment where you build the castle and pull all the vills in the world. Maybe even converting the villagers here could be an option. Now the camels coming in. They really don't want to take a... Oh, and this is another deleted castle by Vinchester. What a story of this series, really. Castles being built by Vinchester. Viper builds defensive castles against it. And Vinch then deleting. Oh, but now, this is such a good spot for Vinch. Getting a castle up here, hallelujah. Like Viper is exposed here now. He can't combine his armies. And Vinch can go for so much aggression. Stays in long castle age, though. I think Viper needs to rush a castle here. Monastery. Needs to somehow defend. Viper, where are you imping? Okay, wise choice for sure. I think quick castle here is desperately needed. Needs to defend all this area. Vinch thinking about imping here as well. Castle in the back secures the stone. Could maybe allow him to go to some berries. More camel raids. Viper not going for Gulam. I think like camel Gulam raid here could be a really nice composition. Why not castle between the 2 TCs for Viper? This is the more important area, right? Against knights, you're getting raided here. If you build your TC here, you're still not protecting any of your resources. It is better for the trap war, but this one is better for villager protection. And this looks like we're going hand cannoneers here. Where's our university? Here, this will be the first upgrade that we're clicking. Bop! Camel raids at the top, nice one! And Vinchester takes some time to find that out. But not too many kills coming in. I see 4, I see 5, I see 6, I see 7. Okay, okay, that's not too bad actually. No, probably only 5. I think I counted some twice. Yeah, Viper going for hand cannoneers. Obviously has the upgrade for 2 extra range on his hand cannoneers if he gets to them. Pikeman raid, won't find too much. Viper defensive castle wants to block this one off. And another really entertaining map here. We have to compliment Hugo Yodel here for those crazy action-packed games. 30 villager lead, yeah, make it 20 now. And hand cannoneers will be good against pikemen, will be good against axemen. Not that great, obviously, against cavaliers if we get to them. Ballistics only now coming in on the late side. And that early chemistry could maybe give some indication that hand cannoneers are an option. Mainly going for axemen here. Traps clearing this one up. Not sure about gold control on this one. But now we're going on knights again. Starting basically from 0. And villagers, we have gold here. Where's the main gold spot for Viper? Okay, that's the one here. Vinch gets his. Only transitions now. So gold seems to be fine. Viper now realize, okay, I go hand cannoneers, so I probably need to prepare a camel switch myself. Oh, goes for some night raids here. And don't tell me he's trying to sneak that relic off. Oh, that would be so sneaky. Oh, Gulam raid. Ooh. Find some more villager kills. Viper now at 10. Lost 22 though. We'll clear this one up. Night count at 4 for Vinch. Castle 1 down. Castle 2 under threat. Castle 3 under threat. Hand cannoneers dealing with this one quite nicely. And that's actually an optimistic trap. Huh. I think Vinch should have given up the castles and just play full night transition and try to set himself up fully there. I think that's kind of the only way how you can play it and still make something happen. Try to catch Hindustani off guard before they can get into proper heavy camel numbers. But that's what Viper is realizing and is already tacking into it. And hand cannoneers, they are not too bad against knights, honestly. Extra range not even needed so far. Camel doing some work here. Okay, some raids at the top. Viper late in realizing, sends some monks over for some conversions. Gets 1, gets 2, gets likely 3. Indeed. And is fine with the gold, with the stone here. Is pushing this one away. We'll find some more villager kills. And Vinch desperately needs houses. Loses some vills, military-wise looking good. And I'm getting some vibes that we might actually see game 5 in this one. Viper still flirting with that relic there. He's playing 2 against none right now. Hand cannoneers pushing forward, camels. And that is a tough army composition. But we are taking into paladins. Hallelujah. But with only 4 on the field. Ooh, yo, 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 yo. Gold at the top, gold at the front can be raided as well. Hindustani economy is insane. I don't think it was the Hindustani economy. I think it was the scout approach that did very, very little by Vinchester. And then extra town centers. I just think that the scout opening is not a great idea by Vinch. But I also know that he needed to make something happen. Because just playing a straight up game will make it really tough for Franks to play against Hindustanis. We'll find more villager kills. Viper still behind in villager kill. KD. That's a bit surprising to me. 1 minute away from imping here. Gulam still finding more villager kills. Cavaliers now obviously really good. Look at how little damage they're taking. 5 per hit. And just slaughtering those poor Gulams. Traps, they're thinking better of it. And going back. Well, this is still an annoying army. Viper has 57 vills on gold. I did not see him going for his Castle Age unique tech. And Viper, 53% of his army is in gold. Viper now buying himself some stone, quite expensive. Micros against this, needs to focus down the Halberdiers with the Sand Cannoneers. Camels need to deal with the Paladins, but better numbers here for Vinchester. Will find a nice clear up and Vinch stabilizes. But obviously next push already around the corner with very reasonable numbers. And that's a lot of traps. 7 traps pushing forward. Oh, that will be ugly. And now Vinchester, yeah, 1 good fight taken at the left side. The next one will make it a bit trickier because Imperial Camel Rider upgrade is coming in now as well. Don't tell me Imperial Camel Rider is short upgrade than Heavy Camel. Imperial Camel Rider is 90 seconds from what it looked like. Is Heavy Camel not 100 seconds? Friends? No. Slaughters that one. Paladins, I would be surprised if they find too much. Yeah, Viper, very activized there. Finds the raids and will deal with it with ease. Don't forget, exploring the map. More ammo for his hand cannoneers as well. And Viper indeed goes simply for his dream army composition. And that's why I can't fault Vinch for going for some wild approaches, right? Like, what can he do in Imperial Age? Feels like a pretty unwinnable matchup here. Hindustan is looking so good. Even if you get onto the proper army composition that I think Vinch is putting on the field here, he needed to go for some wild moves earlier. Because this is not a fair fight at all. And Viper just played it really, really nicely. Some more trap harassment here at the front. Some Gulams could be added to deal with the Halberdier protection. Another town center goes down and Vinch just losing more and more ground. Let's take a look. Army value is looking pretty hot. 5k against 8k for the Viper though. The traps are helping out. Camels going into the Paladins quite nicely. Hand Cannoneers are facing the Halberdiers. Now microing back. This was a really solid fight for the Viper. Even if he loses that one, he can replace this one so much easier. And is still microing back. Traps will make it out alive. At least some of them as well. And this was really intense here for Vinchester and really draining. More camels in the queue, more hand cannoneers in the queue as well. Vinchester with a really nice clear up. We have to say 2 traps down. We are starting at 7 here, so 3 traps down in total already. Make it 4. 5th one and 6th one now getting attacked, so Viper needs to queue up those again as well. More stables were needed, and Vinchester with a beautiful engagement. Hallelujah. But now the traps are obviously missing. Is building 2 to kind of pressure this area. Got pushed away over here. But now the army is reset. And Viper, he's already looking at 4k versus 2k army value again. Easier for him to get onto those numbers over and over again. Some conversions here. Did he lead the Halberdier? Looked like it. Nice raid here. I'm not sure how much gold Vinchester has left. Some reasonable amount here, some reasonable amount at that area. Halberdier's looking pretty solid. $60 on gold for Vinch. Well, wants to go for a lot of Paladins. Hand Cannoneers, do we have range for them? Yep, 9 range on Hand Cannoneers. I actually wouldn't mind if the monks were on this side as well. That just makes it so ugly. Hussar upgrade for the Viper. Wants to play the very long game. Find some more damage against the Paladins. Hand Cannoneers doing the damage from this. And Halberdiers were not really helping out. And Viper took, well, a really solid engage so far. Now gets onto scary numbers where he isn't far away from one-shotting Paladins. Let's take a look here. The hill advantage. The castle's helping out as well. Hand Cannoneers took some time to fight. But now finally they start shooting. And they're just mowing through the Halberdiers. The Imperial Camels are dealing with the Paladins and Vinchester. That's no way to take a fight. More Imperial Camels in the queue. More Hand Cannoneers in the queue as well. All looking so good. And Vinchester, you can't continue taking those fights. More raid at the bottom. Here at the left. More stuff going down, and Vinchester has to tap out. We are going to a decider. Game 5 upon us. Vinch takes 2 in a row, but Viper then evens out the set. What a good game. What a good game. We have to say, though, Hindustani's a really strong choice there on double Arabia kind of maps, double TC maps. All your villages are cheaper. We're going to them quite early. We're skipping Feudal Age completely on most maps. And then you get to Ghulams potentially, Crazy Camels potentially, and in this case even Hand Cannoneers. 50k hippo points gone. Oh, you bet on Vinch with this stiff matchup. Ooh, optimistic. Conitero, one of the best combos against Hindustanis are Paladins plus helps. Yeah, probably. But that's more of an Arabia advice as well, right? Here with double the gold. Plus 100k hippo points. Oh boy. That's those. Maybe you'll get a coaching one day. Way better KD here. And that's even like gold KD should be pretty solid as well. Viper with a slightly better economy. Not the most important thing. Obviously got pushed away quite a bit. Vinchester's later cast edge timing. I think this is the big question mark we have to raise. Paladin came in, but not in time. Whew. Perfect timing going into game 5 here. It is a map with 3 kings apparently and 3 town centers. Whew, Vinchester playing Hunts on this one. Obviously we don't need to build houses, so that makes a lot of sense. Scouting should be pretty sweet for him as well, as you can see. Now moving around here, and we are already opening with a dock at the bottom. There is a pond, normal water here. Then we have a river going towards the top, also some relics in the center. And then we have an icy area. I'm not sure if we can pass through there. I think we can not. Another relic there at the top, so 5 relics towards the center. Whew. Typically, how this works on those maps, if you lose 1 king, nothing happens. If you lose 2 kings, nothing happens. If you lose 3 kings, the game is over. That's how I understand it. Gujaras versus Huns here. Huns, obviously incredibly good. Very smooth in their opening, and as we can see, already 5 villagers ahead. Make it 6. And crazy opening. Hunt, you don't need to build houses. Therefore, first of all, you're not housed. Plus, you're saving the wood. Okay, not 5 villages ahead anymore. And obviously, CA is something that you can go for. Lots of maps where you can go for some, well, wild CA numbers. You want to have...
F for that bill.
You want to have your map walled though. And that seems to be on the tricky side. So I think Huns kind of need to play Pikeman Knight here as well. But the opening should still be pretty solid. Ventura lost 2 wills. Actually, look at that eco kitty. Really? Oh, goddy. What, how did that happen? Okay, it's not here. Oh, okay. It's even the double trouble. Don't tell me it's the same town center twice. Yeah, it's even the same town center. Ay. Okay, we are back live into the game. All players still relatively deep in feudal age. Extra berries. Oh, I didn't even consider that. But that seems to be... Did we spawn all town centers with extra berries? No, only one town center. Okay. That obviously would have been quite interesting when it comes to villager production. Kept 120k points for safety, okay. So, work advantage at 7 right now. Now clicking up to feudal age. Going on to gold. That's a lot of villages on gold. Hallelujah. Let's remember, archer play and... Yeah, archer play is not a thing on this. I think he's adding town centers, adding docks then. Right, why would you ever send like 6 on gold? Can we check how many cheap Viper has? I don't think... Oh yeah, put 10 in there. Oh boy. That's quite greedy. Okay. Fast castle into CA. I think it's more docks first. But yeah, food is looking pretty good for our Hans player. Mill now being dropped as well. Purico, not the craziest thing ever. So we'll have some water fights. Obviously won't decide the map here. And CA? I don't think CA is a great option. I truly believe that a triple stable play out of Gujaras. What is this? We're building a mining camp here. Okay. Can we just mill it or build some more wood at the top here? That's so weird to me. Okay, triple dog against double dog. Viper opens 2 fire galleys and a demo against 2 fire galleys out of Vinch. Castage timing will be way better for Vinch. And then maybe CA becomes better again. It's not 800 gold maybe? Yeah, I just checked. I thought so as well, but it's actually 800 gold. Okay, the moment we get to like 8 CA before the opponent can really go for something else. Oh, this could be a good one. Connect! Okay. Gets a fishing ship. And gets some HP reduced here. More fire galley on the way. Vinch. This looks like a really good build-up out of him. And the stable, yeah. With the blacksmith. Viper, I think he will win the bottom. Question will be how important is that going to be? Castle edge timing. Such a crucial thing here. Fishing ships getting attacked. Not the most important thing. We need to focus on army first. But 3 more fire galleys popping pretty soon. Huh. AM Fireblade. I will read that after the game. Okay. Can you just copy past it? Thank you. Viper does not want to be housed. Fully walled at the bottom. Continues to go for this. And Vinch, maybe, just maybe, can even still contest water here if he gets to castle age at a reasonable time. Repair now here. Viper tries to micro back. Finds one. Demoed. Goes in. And yeah, nice defense by Vinch. This looks good for Vinchester. Oh boy, getting nervous for the snake. Demos now for the defense here. Only connects with 1. Not the prettiest thing ever. Bloodlines. Do we see archer ranges? It is the archer range play. 4 archer ranges, full CA. Will be tough to micro. Ooh. No. Yo, 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 yo. 500 food for the Viper. Goes for more walls. Market usage could be something. Good Jaras. 400 on stone. Oh, that was a good connection. Could be 2 going down, although the repair was trying to get in there. He finds the kill and stops water fully. Viper won the water, but will that be enough? Now it's important that Viper actually gets units over here in the center and tries to block off. Oh, maybe this is even landlocked. 4 CAs, University finishing now as well. Oh, Viper, he will be in trouble. CA numbers will be pretty damn crazy. How many stables do we need? I think this might be 4 stables. Viper heavily on stone. I'm a bit surprised. Chakrams obviously won't do anything. Important to continue producing villagers here for the Viper, because he will lose a lot of villagers. Shivamsha's gonna dominate. In even numbers, yes. But it will be like crazy numbers. Like, how many CA will we have? We have like 15 CA before we even start to build Shivamshas. Viper, problems here. What is that of a tower? What? That's really surprising to me. Oi, 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 oi. Ah, maybe to protect his mill. What? Okay. Oh, Vinch no Botkin. But has ballistics, so we'll continue finding more villager kills. There's still one. Bit surprised that we didn't even try to send some fire galleys at the top. And now splitting. We're starting off with... Oh, camel scouts. I like that. I like that quite a bit. Oh, and Viper. He wants to get the food. Evacuate the mill. And slaughter all the sheep and cows here. Viper's just struggling so much for food. And then maybe winning water there wasn't enough. Vinch doing a crazy good job of getting all the villager kills here. 20 CA out against 2 camels on the field. Oh, this is a crazy ball. And it will increase quite heavily as well. How's Viper combating that? Now Shivamshas, but it's only 2 stables, right? Viper needs to come up with a better answer than this. Oh man, oh man. Defensive castle. Thumbring as well. Soon 40 CA. And then Shivamsha, like, good luck trying to dodge all those. I think Viper needs to raid. Where are the kings? Okay, 2 on the open. Could still be a winning condition, as we know. And I'm not 100% sure that not killing this one won't finish the game. I'm pretty sure. Typically it is. You have to kill all 3. And now the raids are coming in. Defensive towers for the Viper. Defensive town centers as well. So surprised that he only plays with 2 stables here. And now we finally have some fire galleys and demos in there. So we could pass. Ooh. Double tower. Continuing to shoot. Find some CA kills, but also found some camel kills. And now the barrack switch against the Shivamshas. Enough stone for a castle. Builds it in front of his middle TC. Interesting choice. Eco upgrade, not that pretty. Scares those fire galleys away, and I think pikemen will struggle to get to the other side. But actually, no, CA should be able to escort them. VIPER needs fletching. Well, fletching doesn't work for town center range, right? But yeah, obviously the towers would have been a bit better. TC damage output is a bit better as well. Has 10 Shiramshas. Going for armor for Shiramshas, I think, is the better choice for now. Those might get stopped. Let's take a look. Dodging for now. Still a scary force. Tough to play this one. And Vinchester is on the way to Imperial Age. Hunt are hunts, apparently. Oh, boy. NCA numbers, they won't get lower. So pressuring here. VIPER winning the water is probably not good enough for him. Needs a massive amount of villager kills. But even then, those CA numbers, they won't dwindle. VIPER betters should get nervous. Now we're even switching into knights to deal with the Shivamshas. Knowing that the pikemen won't cut the chase. Pikemen, we saw the barracks, but not even starting the production. Trying to get some raids in now. The longer the game goes, the better it is. VIPER, mainly for the reduced food upgrade here. 25% cheaper. Sneaky stable behind. VIPER finds some kills at the top here. Okay. VIPER's trying to keep himself in this one. Demo connection, not existent here. Fire Galley, won't find too much either. Maybe even upgrades could have helped. VIPER not queuing anything. Is he imping here? He still has a reasonable economy. Villagers need to run though. Those vills need to go into the town center as well. VIPER decides to imp. Ballsy play. Makes some sense though. He needs something to combat those heavy CA that will be out on the field pretty soon. Economy of the VIPER. Not great at all. Add some more stables now. More Shivamshas will be added on the field. Pop limit versus 120 indeed. Heavy CA coming in. Parthian tactics coming in. Shivamsha numbers not looking great. Score not looking great for the VIPER. More raids over here at the bottom. Running under the town center. No fletching. Still hurts the VIPER. Castle in the center. Shivamshas will find some villager kills here. Fire galleys just ticking the castle a bit more. Maybe taking a fight before we have heavy CA. Still no bracer in the queue. No chemistry in the queue. So damage output not the wildest thing ever. Town center trying to shoot a bit, but won't be the most efficient thing. All three kings in the town center, so tough to find some kills there as well. Bracer now coming in. Vinch, heavy use of the market here. Sold quite some wood. Shivamshas doing an okay job. More CA raids at the bottom. Just passing for now. VIPER not reacting. And those fires, they won't do much being feudal age. More harassment here. One king inside. The other kings at the top, I believe, right? VIPER, I think he already lost a king. VIPER could be down to one king pretty soon. Try to save the king in that castle. 125 population. Now reached Imperial Age is the VIPER. But more and more villages are going to fall. Hunts. Just with such a crazy castle age timing. Shivamshas finding a lot of villager kills here. Still some more in the queue. Villager numbers for the VIPER. Not pretty though. And that town center is gone. CA numbers are still crazy. Oh boy, villager numbers decimated quite a bit. Now Cavaliers in the queue though. And Cavaliers a really good unit against Shivamshas. Heavy CA behind this one as well. And VIPER, he is struggling. He is really into problems here. Shivamshas coming over. Now floating some resources. I think he wants to go to the elite upgrade. But it feels like a lower bracket run for the VIPER might be needed. Another king went down. This is the last king we have for the VIPER. If this one falls, the game's over. No matter if VIPER even muscled up a comeback. What a crazy game by Vinch. Felt so prepared in so many maps. Shivamshas now trying to defend this without the last armor. Heavy camels now coming in as well. Won't really help too much. Obviously not the greatest thing against the heavy CA. If they can keep their distance And all that is gone. Viper has to tap this one out. Vinchester goes into the semi-finals in the winner bracket in Double Cup 3. Congratulations to him. Population preparation is what I wanted to say. Really paid off here for Vinch. What a good set by him. And he has to be happy. Going through, guaranteeing himself a top 6 performance already. Maybe we take a look at the bracket here already and see that Vinch is now going through. We'll play the winner of Tedo and Bra. Jordan had to give up and then had a loss against Dragonstar, so he is out. Vivi still can make a run. And overtaken 3-2 here, pretty deep against the Viper, but is now already out of the tournament here as well. ACM tries to make his run in the lower bracket. Sito should have a pretty good chance to go through here as well. And potentially Tedo flirting with a game against Vinchester. Semi-finals there, open scheduling, so no direct dates for this one. Military-wise, way better KD for Vinch. Obviously found quite some villager kills there as well. Military count 74 highest against 27 highest there. And the economy, just the crazy, crazy advantage. And yeah, if we think about it again, the maps, Enemy Islands, Viper 1, Coral Islands, Vinchester, like this felt like Vinchester idle TC too much. Coral Island, preparation for Vinch, no other chance. 4 quarters. Hindustanis felt really, really strong. And the demos didn't really pay off of the Viper. And then we had a potential Civ win for the Viper. And in this one, I think going for the bottom leg a bit too much there, the Viper, and therefore couldn't really contest the CA numbers. Car stage timings are important if you have big economies. That's it for me for YouTube. Goodbye. Hippo lovers over there.